Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I will color in the Summer Nights coloring book by Hanna Karlzon, and at the start of the month I picked out a page that I was eyeballing for a long time. It's this one, and every time when I look at the page I can see myself coloring it with a lot of pinks, purples, and create some night sky and yeah. I always thinking that I want to use Derwent Intense pencils. I've used Intense on this side and it worked great. And then I remind myself that I didn't exactly know what color combinations that I would love to use on the page. So I picked up my color combination book and I don't use it very often, but it's so relaxing to sit and flip and take a look at all those beautiful color palettes. I picked out a color palette based of this one, but there is a lot of yellow in the color palettes and I don't know if I like to add yellows. When I'm looking at it, I don't know, this one might work. The bright purpley pinky color. I don't know. More the lavender look. And then I was looking in the book and I also found this one. And this color palette is more muted. And having the idea in your mind, using your intense pencils and seeing this color palette, you know it won't work, right? It just won't work. But I still like this one a lot for the page. So I might want to pick this one and not using my Inktense. And use my Inktense later on a different page. That will be okay, right? We can make our own rules and see. Looking at all those colors, there is some bluish purple, there are some really light colors. I think it reminds me of the color, let me pick it up. No, it's not this one. I have it here, I think. Lavender in the Prismas. You see? It's really close. 1026. There is this Helio Violet. It reminds me of 1007. I might be wrong. Let me take a look in my set. 1007, yeah, it might be a little bit more blue. Can be okay. Then I see some of those purples. This is more the Dahlia purple, right? And this one is the Parma Violet. Some plum colors. And this gray pink. And this is the, this one I think. Clay Rose. So there are a lot of great matches if you want to dive in with your Prismacolors. But today I'm not feeling really using my Prismacolors. I'm really silly, I know, but I'm feeling like to use some Derwent products. I'm not using my Derwent pencils that very often, so I picked out my Light Vest pencils and I think there are some of the purples that might work, like the heather. It is more pink, pinky tone, but I can go for this one. And there's some blue tones for the violet. There is some wild lavender. And I think I can make it work. And otherwise, if it won't work, I always can dive in with the Prismas and mix them together and see how they work together. So, I'm not that worried about it. Only those are the tones that I like to use. This is Marsh Violet. I think I can do it. So let's start pick up some colors, start coloring, and yeah, see where we're going. I have my light vest collection started with the first set of them, the 36 set, and I expanded over time. So I have it in different tints. But this tint got all the purples, so I don't think we need the other tints. I have it next to me if in case I need it. But yeah. This is the wild lavender. Let's start with it. Let's see, I think I will go for this palette with the more blue tones. There is a little bit of the pinks and yeah. Let's go for it to see if we can come up with some beautiful color combinations. On the back of the page that I'm coloring, I put an extra sheet to protect it. Sometimes it's not really necessary, but it's something that I like to do. I will put those in front of me so I can compare some colors when needed, and yeah, let's start. I like to start with simply basing everything that I want to color. I'm mapping out colors this way. And this won't be the end result. I will try to add a lot of more layers and I will take my time with it. But this way I can map out the colors and it's working for me. I give an ID to myself where I want to go with the page and yeah, if it will work. If it don't work, I can tweak it and change it and yeah, I will be okay along the way. So lately I have some strange days. I'm really tired and sleeping a lot. And this morning I woke up at 5 o'clock and I was ready for the day. So I had a really early shower this morning. And I was like, yeah, let me create some videos. So I record some videos. Also, this is my second one. So I recorded a different video already early this morning. Had my morning coffee. I'm feeling great. Not that tired, but it may change during the day because I woke up that early. My husband already left for work before 5 o'clock. Maybe that was the reason why I was waking up really early today. But in the same, yesterday he was also leaving the house very early and it didn't wake me up and I slept until 9:15, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes we have those days, right? Where we just sleeping and need a lot of, yeah, battery charging, like I see it. And some days we have more energy and like to do the things and at the moment the boys are on their last weeks of school and they are finishing up. They have some tests, a lot of studying, exams and things go well. It's not really an exam, but yeah, just the tests. They having a lot of off time from school, going to the lake with school. But the weather isn't that great. It's really, I don't know. Some days are really warm and beautiful and really summery. And the rest of the week it is raining and yeah, typical Dutch weather, right? And we all have to complain about it, but yeah, to be honest, I don't mind the rain. Not when you don't be on holiday yet, and I'm okay with it. When you are sitting in the art studio and it's raining, and you can hear the rain on the roof and the windows, and yeah, it's a really nice, cozy feeling, and I love it. I enjoying it, and yeah, I know it's not normal for the time of the year, and yeah. So they are finishing up, and there's a lot of things that we have to do for them to help them and get sorted and buying new school supplies for the next year already. And yeah, we went out a few times already to the stores, and not all the things are there yet, but because we are going on vacation and my husband has to go to work the rest of the summer, we don't have all the time to shop for school supplies, so we have to do it now. But not everything is there yet, and the youngest one will start yeah, high school. I don't know, secondary school. How is it called? I always forget to look it up, and but the next school. So he needs a lot of things, and yeah, slowly we get there. We have those lists from school that we have to follow and buy the right things, and yeah, I think it's fun to see him grow and getting to the big school. I'm enjoying the process of it, and yeah, next step in his life. Then a little update on the dog. She's doing fine at the moment. We really don't know what was wrong with her. We couldn't figure it out with the veterinarian, and yeah, she's okay now, out of the blue, and yeah, but we know it can turn around and she will be sick again. But for now, she's okay, and we don't know what was really the cause of it. So we are just very happy that she's okay now. I hope she will stay okay. I won't think about it that she will be sick and we are on the road trip. And they will go with us, of course. The dogs go always with us on vacation. Well, most of the time. Sometimes they stay at my mom's. So they will be spoiled at my mom's. But yeah, my mother is also on vacation and I cannot be 3 weeks without my dog. So yeah, we take them with us. They are a part of our family, so the vacation won't be complete if they are not with us. And I know not everyone is feeling it that way, but we are. And we are able to take them with us, so that's okay. No problem there. But if the dog is sick, it won't be fun. If you know what I mean. We are not able to enjoy a holiday the same way compared to the time that she's better. Right? So, yeah, we are looking forward to it. We are preparing ourselves for the vacation and getting things sorted for it. There are some little things that need to be fixed for the camper before we go, so that will be fixed this week. And yeah, I really hope everything goes the way that we want it, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. And yeah. Last week we also had a little journey of adventure. Let me first pick out a different color. and I don't know which one. I use the lavender as a base, maybe the violet, but I think it's a little too purple. It was not really what I was imagining when I first started it, but let me zoom you in. I think it will be better for you. Yeah, it is the violet color. We had a little adventure with the car. We had to uh, exchange the brakes, and we like to do it on ourselves, on our own. So, yeah, I help my husband, and I like to learn how all those things work in a car. So, yeah, he learned me how to change the tire, so I did it myself, and I felt great. Had very sore muscles the next day, but that's okay. I felt so proud of myself by changing the tires, and it was not difficult at all. And yeah, after changing some, you know exactly what to do, and thinking, oh, why was I thinking it was hard or difficult, or it's with a lot of things that you learn. I'm still proud that I tried it and I did it, and it was working out. And the brakes were changed, and yeah, it was nice to see it and yeah, learn from it and doing it together with my husband. Sometimes he had to do some of the things, and then I was yeah, working in the garden because he wasn't on the front of our house, and yeah, he didn't need my assistant all the time. Sometimes he had to find some tools and went out to the shed and had to look at it, and then I had some time to work in the garden. So that's done also this week. I felt so accomplished after that day. Tired, yes, for sure, but very accomplished and happy that we were able to do all those things. And today, the youngest of the boys is having at a party, visiting a party the whole weekend. I cannot believe it. They are going to a theme park for a kids' party for the whole weekend. I just don't know. I think it's a little overdone, to be honest, but yeah. Who am I? And I'm not someone who's saying, yeah, I think it's a little too much, so you are not able to go. It's one of his best friends, so of course he's allowed to go with him, but yeah, it feels a little too much. Taking a group of boys to a theme park for the whole weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I just have my thoughts about it. And I had some pictures from them. They are having a great time, having a lot of fun together. But I must admit, I'm happy when he's home again. Later today, this evening, I think he will be home again. I always like it if the boys are away and they are safe at home and yeah, everything went right. For the oldest one, he's 13 now, and yeah, we told him it's time to look for a job. It was very common to have just a summer job. When you are 13, you will. Yeah, when I was young, it was. But lately, there are not that many 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds wanting to work. So I was looking for a job, and yeah, so far it's very positive. So I really hope he can have some working days this summer and getting some working experience. And those are simple jobs, right? Because, yeah, 13-year-olds don't have to work very long days. It is a shorter period of time doing easier jobs, and there are not that many jobs they are allowed to work. But there are some things, and I think it's great to, yeah, have some experience when you have time. But he went to this company and they were very positive about it, and so yeah, we will see how it will end up in time. I think I still like it. It is more dark than I was expecting. It's more blue, purple color. I really had in mind more pink tones, but I might want to add some pinky purples on top of this one to create some more interesting look on the page. Those pencils really feeling soft on the paper. They blend great. And because they are so soft, you can see I really wearing the point down on the pencil. But they are blending great and you can create a nice transition of it. Yeah. So it's still really early. It is close to 7 o'clock now, so yeah. I did wake up 2 hours ago. Did a lot already for my feeling. Had a great start of the day. I like days like this. That before lunch you had done so many things and yeah. But I also know not all days can be like this. I don't have to, yeah, I have to take in mind that I don't overdo my things. Otherwise I will end up the next day on the couch sleeping. You know, doing too much. Always end up bad for me. So yeah. Next week we get the dogs vaccinated for the vacation. And Hunter got her surgery. We got her fixed. Otherwise she would ride in her period on vacation. We don't want puppies, so yeah, it was a good decision for us. Everything went well. But we had to wait a little until her recovery completely before we can start the vaccines again. It's just a yearly checkup, so yeah. No hurry there. It has to be done. Otherwise, they are not allowed to come with us. Then she got her checkup if there is anything not okay, but she's looking fine. It's not bothering her at all. We had to calm her down the first few days, and she is so active always. So it was really a struggle for us to calm her down. And after 4 days, I was like, yeah, getting her calm, and it is just not possible. So she was allowed to run, but not to jump. So we took her on the couch and off the couch, and yeah. But sometimes she just jumped on. Because she was like, yeah, why? I can do it. I'm feeling great. Nothing wrong with me. So I will finish this one off on my own. I will go have a look for a different color combination. Otherwise you will see me coloring the same thing over and over and over again. So you can see this part, it will be all the same color combination. Wild lavender and violet. If you hear some noise, one of the boys is at home at the moment. So yeah, I think I will go in with the deep rose color. It's more a wine red. So I don't know which one, this one. Let me sharpen this one. I don't need a very sharp point. A little blunt is okay because I am blending all the time. It will be okay. If you go for very fine details, you want a sharper point, but I think it's working. I think it's more interesting looking than the other one. I use more pressure on the bottom of the little flower petal. And I release the pressure going on top. Then when I'm blending, I'm starting in the middle. And I do the same, more pressure when blending and releasing the pressure going up. I always thinking my color and chat videos are too boring. They are not watched that many hours as my other content. I still like to give you the updates and things, and I know there are some people really enjoying them and complaining to me they are not long enough. And I always thinking after 20 minutes, yeah, it's way too long, I have to stop the video. But knowing you enjoy it and the people that are watching the content, that's okay. That's why I'm making it. They like the little talk about my everyday life and the little tips and tricks that I sharing in those videos. Sometimes I'm sharing more things in those videos than my how-to videos, to be honest, because there is just so much in between that I can talk about. And I give just those little information. And making a whole video about those little things is just not worth for me. Then I end up with a video of 2 minutes and yeah. I like the color combination of those. When I had a decision made about using the light fast pencils, I was thinking I have to add in a lot of the prismas, but I'm okay. I'm liking it. It is, yeah, those colors are great. And I'm so happy that I finally started this Hanna Karlzon page. I want to color this one for years now. I really do want to color it for years. This is the second book, Summer Night by Hanna Karlzon, so I have it also for years, and yeah, I got it at the moment that it was released a long time ago. And I remember that I also ordered the Dutch edition, and I ordered Daydreams. I think I already had Daydreams on this paper. It's the English edition. And I ordered the Dutch edition from Zwoele Zomeravond, the Summer Night coloring book. And I didn't like the paper at all, the feel of it. And I was like, oh no, I want the English edition. And for the use of neocolors, I really like the English edition better compared to the Dutch edition. But for pencil work, I like the Dutch edition better, so yeah. I have some pros and cons, right? But having this one in the English edition brings back the memory that I was ordering the Dutch one, sent it back and went for the English. Even at the start of my journey, I had some really high demands of the paper. I can laugh about it. It's okay. I know what I want. Recently, I'm always buying the Swedish editions because they are released so much earlier. Sometimes it is really months, and I don't want to wait months until I can color in a coloring book. So that's why I order them from Sweden. And I'm really looking forward to the new Christmas book. It will be released in the fall season, I think. That's okay. Then I can make my ideas, color palette for the Christmas time, having a look at the pages and see what I want to color. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the book. Christmas time is the fall season is my favorite season, but the Christmas coloring, it got a really special place in my heart. Especially when you are looking those Christmas videos, movies. I'm always watching them while coloring, so I'm more like listening to them. And it gives me this very nice cozy mood, and looking forward to it. And it is really strange because the weather is not that great all the time. It's just more rainy, and I'm still looking forward to the Christmas season and not the sunny weather. Yeah, it's okay. Can be sunny and nice summery. It's more quiet in the neighborhood when it's raining. There are not kids playing outside and yelling. Yeah. During the day I don't mind it, but late at night, 11 o'clock, I think the kids need to go to bed. And then they are just awake and screaming. And yeah, I don't know. Something I don't enjoy about the summer. Also the high temperatures I'm not great with. Dutch girl, right? Complaining about the weather and the things, and even 2 times in a video. So let's move on to the next subject. I think it's working out. The color combination, the blending of the pencils. Those are really soft pencils. And because they are soft, they are wear down quite fast. So using them, it's kind of expensive, I think. Another Dutch subject, talking about money. Oh, I'm joking, right? So yeah, I like those. I'm not sure yet which one, what color want to use for this one. Oh, my coloring is getting hard. Talking is getting hard now. Let me have a look. More muted color? Will I go for it? I can try, but I'm not really feeling it will work great. Let's try a few. I'm not convinced about it. I don't like the blending. You see what I mean? It is not. Yeah. No, it's not the right one. Not liking it that much. So this is purple color. Go on top of it. It's more like this one, only yeah. I have to go with this one. I like to have 3 different colors. You can see I just jump in. Let me move this one into the set so I won't get confused. If I don't like it, I can always erase it and go on top. And because I like to go with purple tones, it will be okay if you are not able to really erase it all and left with some of the pigments. And yes, those will be a little different colored because I have the Mars Violet as a base. That's okay. In nature are things also different colors, so I don't worry about it. And if you don't like it, you can erase it first. If you don't have the Derwent Lightfast pencils, you can use the Prismacolors for it. There are enough colors close enough so you can still follow along. And I think Color with Claire got a comparison chart made so you can see what color to pick compared to the color that I'm using. Lately I'm also looking on YouTube for older videos from a few years back, and it brings back some great memories from YouTubers that I'm watching for years. And seeing where they started and where they are Now it is so motivating. Not by the numbers, but especially with their coloring. Seeing the growth in the colorists, and that's great. I think it's fun to realize we all start somewhere, we have a starting point and we move on, and yeah, I love to see things like that. Yeah, I think this color combination is working a lot better than the Mars Violet. And it's great that I went for 3 different color tones. Otherwise, there will be 3 of the same things and it will be a little boring. And yeah, sometimes I color more boring pages, but it is something that I need for my mind to calm down and yeah, get relaxed. We all have those periods in life that there is so much going on that you just need some downtime. And I always tend to color the same thing over and over and over again to yeah, get relaxed. And it's working for me, so that's great. Yeah, I like this color combination. I hope you also like it. So let's move on to the different flower, and I'm not sure yet what to do. So let me pick up a color palette. Will I go in with a more muted color? I think it will be pretty. But then I want to use my clay rose because I don't think I have this dusty pink. Let me, no, it's not what I want. Oh, sorry. I have my clay rose somewhere. Oh, I think it's this one. Yes. Let me take a sip of my cold tea. I will go in with a clay rose and I think it's matching the colors. Yeah. So there will be a Prismacolor. Yeah. They are so different compared to the light vest. Whoa. Really different feeling on the paper. And I leave the edges of the flower white. I think I will add in a paint pen or some glittery line or not sure yet. Need some extra. I'm not sure which color I like to add to give it more depth. I have to think about it. So let's base those roses. And I might want to have them all the same base and then have some extra different shading colors to create some interest on the pages. Might work. Yep. Yeah. For the vacation season, I don't know if there will be videos, if I have enough time to record them all, because of the boys are home all the time. My husband is more at home, and yeah, as you know, I don't like to film making the videos when there are people around. Mhm. So I don't know if I'm able to make the videos, and maybe I will have a week off making YouTube videos and enjoying my vacation time and don't be stressed about it. I think I talked about it before, but yeah, I still didn't decide. So you will see what will happen. If there will be enough videos popping up, then you know I was able to make them. And if there is a gap in between, then you know that I'm enjoying my vacation and my family time. Because I was helping my husband with a car, I didn't make a video last week. So I was happy that I had some pre-recorded and planned. I always try to have 1 week in advance. So I don't know which one I like to. I think the salmon pink will be a nice one, but it looks like this one is a little harder. It feels harder. It's a beautiful, soft looking color. Maybe some gray tones for the shading. Not sure. Drawing in all those pencils while filming works great because I can look back on the colors that I've used and I don't have to write them down now. So that's great. I don't know what I think about it. Will I add in the marsh violet for the shading? Yes, it will work. I think it needs some extra glitter or something on the edges of the flower, but I don't know yet. I'm liking it. I like the color combinations. It's different than the colors that I normally use for flowers. I always go for very bright flowers. Or the flower color that you can find when you look up some reference pictures. Yellow for the sunflowers or red for the roses. But yeah, not those muted purple colors. I really think the color palette is helping me out. Going out of my comfort zone this way. So yeah, and not even feeling very scared about it. It's just fun and back with the clay rose. Yeah, it's really working very well. I hope it's also beautiful on camera. Got this pink glow on some grey muted rose. Really liking it, and I think I will do them all the same colors. But do I want to have the glittery outlining? Will I go with some purpley? I don't know yet. Maybe this one can be pretty. It is number 18. Or do I want to add in this one? No, those are too. No. Number 18. Where are you? Is it this one? Pastel. Yes. I'm using the Tuli Art paint pen, and there's this little window, and you can see there's color difference. Pigment, and you have to shake it until the difference is gone, and don't drop it like I did. Oh, it's not working. Before you use it on your page, make sure you use it on a little piece of paper. Sometimes it will leave a big blob. Before it's running nice. So I think I'm ready to go. Let me check. Yes, number 18. Then not sure yet what to do with the background. A part of me really want to add some black background because it will be pretty against the neighbor page. I think both very dark night skies. It's a summer night book, so yeah. That's okay. I like to add some glitter on top if it's dry. Maybe with some wink of Stella, or I don't have stickles, but you can go crazy with stickles on edges like this. Or so I have to leave it out. What else do we want to color? For the stems of the flowers, I want something olivey. Some, yeah, this is way too green. I like something more like ivy, olivey ivy, maybe olive green, olive earth. Yeah, I like this color a lot, so let me find it. Olive earth, is it called? And it is in the different set. And there were a lot of pencils upside down still from different projects, so I'm sure I finished it because I didn't use them very recently and I completed all my pages. Are there? No, those are all right side up. I'm sorry if it's making too much noise. Olive earth. Yeah. I wanted this grey green look. Exactly what I was looking for. If I add something really bright against the bright flowers, I think you will take the focus off the flowers and adding more grayish green colors, more muted tones. I think it's working better because the flowers will really pop out. Yep. Yeah, and I think it will work with every color. So it's okay. And if you don't like this color, you always can dive in with a more vibrant one. If you want a more vibrant result. For an example, you can dive in with every although you can also go with more with the pine green to also suit all the color combinations that we used. Are you? No, you are not able to see what I'm doing because I'm zoomed in so much. That's okay. No. Those on the background, I like to cover them up. I like to go this way, extend the black lines. I will show you in a minute. I don't want to come up with extra color combinations for those leaves. I don't know if it will add something extra for me to my page. I can leave it out. Sometimes I like to black out little things on pages and yeah. And it will be the last thing that I will show you on the page. How I just extend the lines. So let me pick up my black pen. I'm using a black pen by Faber-Castell. And I will use my sticky notes today. Don't worry about it. And go on top. Yeah. I think it's almost empty. I have to buy a new one. I have this one for years. You can see it's working, but not that much ink is coming out. I have to add it on my list. Sometimes I create things like this and adding little differences on the pages and yeah. So I will finish it off on my own. Or do you want me to see color this gem? So we extend the video a little longer. Just 5 minutes to color the gem. I can do it. I can do it. I will color the gem with all the pink tones that we just used. And my hand is falling over. Let me... No. Yeah. Let me first take another sip of my cold tea. I have so many different colors that we have a very different bright colored gem. I always like to add the lightest colors at one side and the darkers at the other. I will move the book out of the way. Let me put the bookmark in so I won't forget my color combination. Inspiration. So I will add the lighter colors this way. Going more dark to the bottom. It's okay to leave some of the crystal parts white. This is the wild lavender. So light color on top. You might can hear my neighbors, they are waking up also. I can hear the kids running in the house, so I hope you are not able to hear it. The violet color also at the bottom. Really more the darker colors. It's 8:30 now, so yeah. Great time for kids to be awake. I wish mine were that late. The boys always wake up around 5 o'clock. And if they don't, they are sick. Even they are now in their teens, they are still early birds. And I don't know how I like this gemstone. I like to add in a lot of colors. I think this part is a little too dark, so I might want to erase a little of it and add in different tones to create something more interesting. If you don't like it, you can always erase it. The real magic with the gemstone is at the moment you are adding the white outlines. I blend it together with the white pencil, the highlighted parts. It is not the most beautiful gemstone that I've colored. It will do. If you really want to learn beautiful gemstones, you might want to have a look at different tutorials online. I'm not the best person to use to take a look advantage of for gemstone tutorials. So I will outline it with a white Posca, but it's really watery. I can demonstrate you my neon pen, my Molotov. And you can see the difference. Let me shake it. Yeah, it's working. It needs a little bit of activating, like the Touliard paint pens. And it's all because of the paint is really opaque, as you can see. The Posca paint pen is more watery, so it's less clogging up. It's not really clogging up, it is more like we have to activate the flow again. It's not a real big deal, it was very quick. And I like the opaqueness of this one. Just one coat is enough to cover up the line, as you can see. And it's really changing this gemstone, right? You can see the top of it is really light and it goes darker and purpley to the bottom, and I think it's really nice looking with the white outlines. And if you go around with the black one, I have a black one I think, to show you the contrast. So we're making the decision to do the black background. You can see this one didn't need any of the fading again. It was just working fine from the start. I will outline it this way with a paint pen. The small one, it's the size 1 extra fine. And you can see it on the cap of the pens. There are different things written on. This is a pastel yellow, but there is CO written on the cap. It means it is a crossover point. I have just this one with a logo, and it means it is just a normal bullet tip. Let me open it. It's a big one to fill in the bigger spaces on the paper. Yeah, I recently discovered those and I'm a huge fan of them. I think they work better than Posca because of the opaqueness of them. You can refill them also, and I think that's a great option. It is really a life changer because you don't have to throw out the paint pen. You can simply buy a refill and refill them, and yeah. I don't want to create a real big black background now, but I will give you an idea how it will look in the end. And yeah, once the paint pen is dry, you can create a little glow around it to give it some extra shininess. So I think you can see the end result of the gem, right? And how the black background will looking. You can see this is really deep black color, and the page next to it, it is more gray looking. It is black, but not the same intenseness of it. So I really a huge fan of the new paint pens that I discovered. And so far, this is the result of the page, and I wasn't sure about the gemstone, but with the outlining against the black background, I think it is a very pretty gemstone. I like the colors. For the flowers so far, I will finish it off on my own. I won't change anything. I will just, go with the flow this way. For the little flying insects, I will go with the same color combinations as the flowers. So, yeah, you will be seeing it popping up on my completed pages video. I will say thank you for watching now. And I really hope to see you next time.